covering the Northern Bahamas? You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Schools throughout the country participating in the music project in New Providence over the weekend. The competition held at the Botanical Gardens featured the next generation of Bahamian musicians as well as songwriters. When all was said and done, St. George's placed second in the pop band division. As Ramiko Knowles tells us, this for St. George's was bittersweet.
Some 10 very talented students from St. George's High School traveled to the capital over the weekend to compete in the 4th annual music project competition. The Jaguars pop band made it to the top 3 but finished second overall. Music and performing arts teacher Shakita Stubbs says she was very pleased with the students' performance.
Some of the songs we did Earth, Wind and Fire September, so we had to do little things in there to kind of make it stand out from the original version, as well as we did bring back the good old days. So we did some little variations in there as well, just to make it unique in our own.
Lead and backup singers Wilbert Stubbs and Janiqua Bevin say it was a great experience.
Opportunities like that only come once in a lifetime, so for me, I appreciate Ms. Stubbs for the opportunity, and I enjoyed it the entire way.
It was a great exposure for the band, and we know within our hearts that we did our very best and we brought it all to the stage, so it was a really good experience for me.
Lead piano player Chandre Moss says it was great having the opportunity to perform in front of thousands of people.
The feeling, it was just excitement, it was overwhelming, just the crowd, everyone just standing up and actually getting into the groove with everyone on stage. It was just excellent.
Stubbs says although she is happy with the overall outcome, she does not feel as though the band was judged fairly, and as a result, she says the Jaguars pop band may not participate in the music project next year.
Kudos to Queen's College. I'm not knocking their win. I just feel like competition should be fair, and rules are rules, and if rules are broken, there should be a bigger and better penalty for that. It's sad because you see social media and you see the bashing, and I'm not here to bash because Queen's College obviously put in the work and they did an excellent job. Had they not broken a rule, there would be not an issue, and if it wasn't made public that a rule was broken, there would not be an issue. You understand? However, fair is fair. Like I said, kudos to them for their win. However, it happened, but I am very, very proud of my students and the job that they did.
Stubbs is appealing to corporate Bahamas for sponsorship for the students, as she still intends to give the band more exposure through travel. Ramiko Knowles, ZNS Network News.
The Martintown Primary School has reason to celebrate as well. The school recently singled out its top student. As Jay Philippe tells us, the exemplary young man credits his... Let me read it again. The Martintown Primary School has reason to celebrate as well. The school recently singled out its top student. As Jay Philippe tells us, the exemplary young man credits his parents for reinforcing the importance of a sound education.
10-year-old and 6th grader Zaya Henfield is Martintown's primary school student of the year. The soft-spoken young man says being in this position is something he never imagined happening, especially after the near-death incidents he's had in his early age.
From when I was a little baby, we've been through some challenges, like when my mom got in a car accident, but God stayed with me and he brought me up to grade 6.
Zaya says he's aiming to achieve greatness.
Sometimes, males just want to get a girlfriend and just enjoy their life, but I don't want to be like that. I want to be something popular, like how prime ministers and all the people in the court, they always getting to do good things, like judges. So I want to be higher than them.
Young Zaya excels in academics, but says that physical education is his favorite subject among others.
That's the first one on my list because my dad, he's like a trainer, and he trained me from when I was in grade 1. And computer, it's kind of easy because you only have to use your fingers. So I mastered it when my mom was teaching me how to type. If I win, I want to give the credit to all my family and my friends, because they're the one who encouraged me to get to higher heights.
Vice Principal of Martintown Primary, Margaret Swan, says Zaya has shown tremendous growth since he entered the first grade 6 years ago.
He's a very good athlete. You know, he's always on the track, and when sports day, he's one of those persons who do well. But academically, he's very sound as well. He has, you know, he's maintained a 3-point and above 3-point grade average. And also, he's a very caring child. You know, he's always with his parents involved in community activity.
The parents of Zaya says their presence and support is key. They express their gratitude for their son's success.
Being in a major car accident in the States, pregnant with him, and thought I was going to lose him, but he is here now. And entering grade 4, he fell off a roof and broke 2 bones in his left leg, and he was homeschooled for a few months. But in spite of those challenges, we realized that God is with him. So this is such a humbling experience for us to see that he has made it this far to use his life experiences to be an example to his fellow students.
Teach him Christian values, how to respect and honor, you know, loved ones, elders, anyone you come in contact with. You know, positive attitude will take you through life. So it's a good feeling just to know that he's really living up to that.
I'm Jay Philippe, ZNS Network News.
In other news, the Blue Jays of 8 Mile Rock celebrating Pride Month. This is a time that the institution highlights various aspects of the school while celebrating achievements in academics and sports. Principal Chester Cooper says Blue Jays have a lot to be proud of.
8 Mile has been around for over 50 years. And 8 Mile has continued to contribute by producing some of the finest citizens in this country. And 8 Mile High School has continued and will continue this tradition. And a few minutes ago, I highlighted some of our achievements this school year, like having 3 students who achieved a 4.0 GPA. We have over 107 students on the honor roll. We have our basketball and our track teams performing so well. You know, we have Octavia Green, who is our master debater, who won Best Speaker in Nassau a week and a half ago. So we have so much to be thankful for.
District Superintendent for West Grand Bahama, Ivan Butler, applauding the Blue Jays for their many accomplishments over the years.
I want to congratulate the Blue Jays for their success over the many years, and in recent time, their accomplishments in the recent BJC and BGCSE results. They just received 2 awards out of Nassau, and so we are proud and celebrate with them today. This Pride Month is very exciting. It shows that the students still have pride not only in their school but also in their community, and so I congratulate the principal on a job well done. I say to those Blue Jays, continue to soar high, continue to reach for the sky in all that they say and do.
Keturah Monroe was crowned Teacher of the Year for 2019 through 2021. And finally in news, residents of Exuma and New Providence benefiting from a vision mission organized by local ophthalmologist Dr. Duranda Ash. The mission taking place earlier this month. Megan Shepard has more.
I always ask, you know, the Holy Spirit, where does he want me to go? What does he want me to do? How does he want me to do it?
Dr. Duranda Ash has been traveling nationally and internationally for some years now, hosting free eye screening clinics. This month, Dr. Ash traveled to Foxhill in New Providence. She says that her program, His Gift of Sight, Socially Conscious Clinic and Outreach, is a spirit-led initiative that has been very successful for residents.
We're here in Exuma, and we've just seen quite a bit of glaucoma. And glaucoma is a preventable cause of blindness. There's many people we saw even in Foxhill, and we're seeing now in Exuma, and they've never had their eyes examined before. And I just saw a 27-year-old, beautiful, young, vibrant, already only has one good eye, and in that good eye, I'm very, very concerned about glaucoma. So, you know, I just give God thanks that he's bringing us, he's taking us throughout the Bahamas, and we're detecting these preventable causes of blindness.
Reverend Dr. Sabrina Pinder says that she is so grateful that Dr. Ash was led to that city. Omar Brooks says that he attended attended the clinic with his mother, but decided to get tested as well. He says that's when he discovered that he didn't actually have 20/20 vision like he thought.
We are so grateful to her team for thinking of the Foxville community and the eastern area in particular. And so we know that it's not by coincidence. This is already been divinely appointed. And we are grateful for the team coming here and for seeing so many of us in this area.
The clinic was supposed to be open at 9. They started at 8:30. And from what I see, a lot of persons in the community is taking advantage of it. They started from 151. I think there are over 250 something persons that they'll be seeing. So it's a great opportunity, and I thank Dr. Ash for taking the initiative to come inside the community and help persons who might have had the opportunity to see a doctor, because a lot of persons can't afford to see the doctor.
The next stop for Dr. Ash was the island of Exuma. Father Reginald Demerit says that he is so pleased that Dr. Ash visited that island because many of the residents do not have access to such health care. He says they have been discussing the clinic for some time now, and he is grateful that Dr. Ash made it all possible.
She is now, and her team, the missionary team, they're here. Matter of fact, they go right throughout the Bahamas. So now they're here with us, helping us, and our young people, especially old folks, so that they can see much better. We want to thank her and thank her team that they took the time. And Dr. Ash, matter of fact, she's taking that solely on her own. All the expenses, she's dealing with that. So we want to thank her, and God will continue to bless her and bless her ministry, whatever she's doing.
Natalie Daniels-Rose took advantage of the free clinic and is encouraging other residents throughout the Bahamas to do the same.
It's a great opportunity. I mean, a lot of Bahamians, not just Bahamians, but a lot of people in general cannot afford this kind of service because, you know, it's a really expensive procedure if you go through other channels. So it's a good idea, and I think it was an awesome idea for them to bring it to the Bahamas for free. And, you know, I encourage a lot of people to, you know, if it's going to come to your island, take advantage of it.
Megan Shepard, 7S Network News.
And now it is time to ask the doctor.
Welcome. Monica asked, Dr. Pratt, I've been feeling quite under the weather these past few days. I have a slight fever, both my stomach and my head hurts, and I have a bad cough. Since it is flu season, I'm worried that I may have caught the flu. Are these symptoms of the flu? And what should I do if I have it? The symptoms that you are describing sure does sound like the flu. And thanks for sending in your question. Influenza, commonly called the flu, is a viral infection that attacks your respiratory system. At first, the flu may appear to be a common cold, but unlike the common cold, it tends to come on suddenly. Common signs and symptoms include fever over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, aching muscles, particularly in your back, arms, and legs, chills and sweats, headache, dry cough, sore throat, fatigue, and nasal congestion. There are various things that you can do to prevent the flu. Your best defense is to receive an annual vaccination. Because the influenza vaccine is not 100% effective, it is also important to take other measures to reduce the spread of the infection, such as washing your hands frequently and containing coughs and sneezes. If you do get the flu, here are some things that you should do. Stay home and rest. Drink lots of fluids. Water and juice are best. Wash your hands often and take over-the-counter cough medicines. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Stay with us. Remiko Knowles has a check on sports when we come back.